Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome to Freestyle Fridays. That's right. Today is Friday, and prayerfully, you are having an awesome day thus far. It's kind of early. I'm snapping on in before I actually head up a slew of readings for my clients today. So I'm coming in a little bit early to share with y'all, to express with y'all, to do a couple of free readings if you like, only if you provide your sun, your moon, and your rising sign. Now, we are doing a dual broadcast today, just to let you know, if you notice that my point of focus keeps going back and forth. What's up, IG? And what's going on to all the family over on YouTube for sure. I haven't seen anybody coming up. Oh, there's Giselle. She's the first one. YouTube is a little weird right now. Slow to coming. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but y'all better get it together. Come on now. I appreciate y'all sliding in. So here's a few announcements before we get on in this thing, okay? The first announcement is this. Has anybody ever wanted to learn astrology? I'm giving it to you first and foremost before I even post on IG or on Facebook. I'm giving it to y'all now verbally live in this moment in time. If you are down to join the Village Hut from September 12th until October 31st, please sign up at wordlifeastrology.com/Village Hut. The link is in the description box below on YouTube and on Instagram. I will be sure to put it on as quickly as I get off of this thing today. But know that you can go right to my website at wordlifeastrology.com/Village Hut. Please join us. And anybody who has ever been in the Village Hut is in both YouTube and Instagram. If you want to leave a very quick and brief and honest testimony, I'd greatly appreciate that. And when I say honest, I really mean honest. Like, did you like it? Did you not like it? What didn't you like about it? And what did you like about it? You don't have to go in, y'all. I'm just asking if you want to help to promote a sister. I'd appreciate that. I love teaching. I absolutely love sharing this information. And further into this broadcast, I'm going to get into reasons why. Ashley's here. What's going on, Ash? A former Village Hut student person, love. I can't wait to squeeze your body. I love you, girl. Thank you for being here, and thank you for the fire, the flames. What's happening? Okay, so that's it. Here's the deal about the Village Hut, though. Like the last installment that we had, it's a quicker process. Instead of it, I used to offer it for 6 months at a time. And I'm like, that is way too long, Sonja. So we broke it down to 2 months. So it's 8 consecutive weeks, joining on a Tuesday, 5 o'clock Pacific time, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for 8 straight weeks for 2 hours at your time. In between that, yes, there's homework, there's homework, there's studying, there's a bunch of different exercises and things that we do in order to snap in and cultivate our group to not only learn in astrology, but first and foremost, tapping into our intuition. To me, in order to, I'm going to get a little deep very quickly, and then we're going to go on, y'all. But this is Freestyle Friday, so this is actually curated to talk about whatever it is we want to talk about. So yes, put some questions up, some comments if you'd like. Thank you, Ash. She said the Village Hut is the shit without the I. Sonja is the absolute best teacher. Thank you, Ash. I appreciate you, honey. I love you so much, sweet Scorpio. So, yeah, ask any questions that you want. And when we get to the section of doing a couple of sample free readings, I'll ask you for your sun, your moon, and your rising. But let me tell you why. Where was I? Oh, shit. The Village Hut. The reason why we condensed it to 8 weeks, and the reason why I really love to teach it, because I do not think it is, Sonja, say what it is, not what it's not. I have to keep telling myself that. Because, squirrel, when you say what something is not, and you keep promoting them what's not, that comes to you too. So let me say what it is. What it is that in the first 2 weeks or so, The last installment, it was 3 weeks. We tapped into intuition. We tapped into our spirituality. We tapped into our connections with our ancestors and guides in the way that spirit allowed me to curate. I think that is important when we deal with any modalities. When it comes to tarot cards, when it comes to astrology, when it comes to shit, shaking bones, I don't care what you do and how you do it. But when you are tapping in and asking for some type of counsel, in my opinion, this is a long version of what the Village Hut is about. I probably will never go all out again like this again. Trust me when I tell you. But I want to prep y'all to let you know what you're about to get into if you decide to join the Village Hut on this extended kind of explanation. I think it's really, really important that whenever you conjure any spirit, any type of counsel, any type of connection, you learn how to solidify that conversation between you and your ancestors, your guides, and those of the people that you are reading. Does that make sense? It's not just about being what it is about. It's about a spiritual thing. You understand what I mean? It is about us connecting to our inner selves. It's about us connecting to another person's inner self. It's about us seeing their personality through what their soul has come on the planet to do. And in that way, we have to be, in my opinion, impeccable within ourselves as we deliver these messages as much as possible. As opposed to going in willy-nilly and, oh, girl, you got a man and you got a this and this and that, and you reading it as entertainment purposes. This is deeper than entertainment, especially based on what we're going through. Do y'all not know what's happening in the world right now? Do you not know we are being set up for Handmaid's Tale? Do you not know that they are trying to take out all the oxygen? Do you not know they are burning down fucking islands and pieces of land, massive pieces of land? So when their new form of colonization comes on in, they can come and swipe us all up, but then they can go and habitate on their new islands that they just burned. I'm a conspirator in my own way, but I also see the truth and I also see repetition. So all I say is that the only real thing that we can do as I squirrel off of this fucking Village Hut moment, the only real thing that we can do is set ourselves up. Is set ourselves up in a way in which our spirit, our soul is intact, because they're coming for that next. Are y'all listening to me? Do I sound crazy? I probably do. To a few of y'all who are waiting for the next coming, who are, and listen, this is not me being facetious, but this is all forms and spiritual thought forms of what's about to happen. Here's the understanding, in my opinion. It doesn't matter if Jesus is coming back. It doesn't matter if the world is burning down. It doesn't matter if all of these things are changing, good, bad, and indifferent, if we are not intact, if you are not intact, if your soul is not protected, if your family is not intact. I posted something on IG. Ooh, y'all, I'm talking a lot today. Forgive me. But I don't care. But listen, it's coming through. Fuck it. I said a nice little prayer before this, and here it comes. I just forgot it. And there it goes. It's going to come back. The bottom line is that we have to, I posted something the other day that was talking about protecting our children and protecting our loved ones, and more specifically, to please and very please get to the heart center issues of people that matter. And what I mean by that is that if you are in some weird kind of crunchy misunderstanding, if you're in a cloud about what's going on with a friend, with your mother, with your father, with your sister, with your brother, get over it or talk about it. Quick it and quick. You understand? Please and very please. You know why? Think about it visually. Do you understand that there's all these things that are burning around us, figuratively and literally? If we are not taking care of our little hut, our little situation, our love connections, you understand? The fire can come in, close us in, come through the people that we are misunderstanding with, not loving, fighting with, and burn us. The bottom line is, it is very, very important, in my opinion, to assure a goddamn nucleus of understanding and love in this moment in time, good, bad, and indifferent, in your face, authentic type of love, tough love. Getting to the core type of misunderstanding and all kinds of shit. Have it out, bleed it out, so we can love each other again, so we can get back to one. Or if that's not the point, if you're not going to get back to that, or after all of that hashing, in my opinion, then you can have the room to walk away and you can find a solid tribe that will assist you in the days to come. Are y'all hearing me? Does this make sense to anybody? Medea's here. Medea, you get me? Maya, you understand? Hi, Jess Brianna. I didn't say hello to anybody on Instagram or YouTube, and I usually do that. I went hot. Straight in, I just went hot. Forgive me and pause. What's up, Medea? What's up, Ashley again? What's up, Giselle? I'm glad Ashley came over to YouTube. Come on over to YouTube if you want at Sonja Marie's Word Life Astrology. What's up, Miss Limitless? What's going on, Naisia? What's going on, Katrina? And Zena's in the place to be. These delectable. You know I love saying hello to y'all, but spirit just hit me. Tatiana, what's going on? Sweet Tea, hi, Catherine. What's happening with everybody? True Empress Right coming on in. Girl, let me tell you, I'm hot on it. And it's probably because I'm drinking orange juice. Back to the OJ green tea infused rants. Sonja, I'll be going in on some shit. But y'all hear what I'm saying? The village hut is just one small millifucking goddamn percentage. Understand what I'm saying to y'all. It's not about what Sonja Marie is doing. It's not about what Word Life Astrology is doing. It is about the groups and the tribes and the villages that you gravitate towards, depending on who you are and what it is that you need in your life, that can help to fortify your soul and that can help to fortify the love and the understanding and the connection with those that matter around you, so we can prepare ourselves for what's to come. Because they're coming after us. Do y'all hear me? On every fucking level. Are you paying attention? So I say all that to say is that if astrology is in your wheelhouse, Western astrology, on some intuitive, spiritual type of tip, join us. The Village Hut starts on September 12th and is going to go through October 31st. Please check out my website at wordlifeastrology.com/Village Hut. There is no minimum number. I'll teach one person. I'll teach two people, but there is a maximum number of 8. Why? Because I like being intimate. I like connecting. And especially when we do it in this hut kind of fashion, I like to make sure people get it. Mano y mano. We have one-on-one sessions. Again, we have homework. We have quizzes. There's a whole slew of information. There's meditations that are involved. There's a lot that goes on to help to solidify that the information is getting stuck and it will better serve you. I hope you join us, okay? That's a long introduction to a goddamn workshop. Oh, Lordy. It's going down, y'all. But again, I hope you join me, and I will start posting to remind you, and I will remind you when I shut it down, too. I'll be on here on Monday, so let's see how the weekend pans out, all right? Now, with that being said, I want to share a little bit of story with y'all. Again, this is Freestyle Fridays. We do whatever the fuck we want to do. On Mondays, come back if you like, if you want a weekly rundown of what has gone down astrologically or what's about to go down for the week. Every Monday I come on YouTube to do that thing. So everybody on Instagram, come on over to YouTube, please, at Sonja Marie's Word Life Astrology page. Share this information. Put your thumbs up and like it if it makes any sense to you here on YouTube. And subscribe to the channel. Also, if you want to donate, I'll take your money. I said that very Yonkers, like, I didn't mean that in a greedy way for those that may have their ears perked, like, what? Here comes the capitalist. Nah, I'm not about that. But the bottom line is the donations do help to serve what it is that I'm doing and to help the channel as well, to grow the channel and grow my vision and what it is that I'm doing. So Cash App and PayPal and Venmo is in the description box below. All right, enough of that. Y'all have any questions? Put a question mark in front of the sentence as well as behind the sentence so I can see. Oh, Giselle, she's so cute. Sonja, you're my favorite astrologer, period. That's my sweet Cancer sister. I love you. God bless your cousin, Sweet Tea. Everybody give her a group hug because her cousin passed on. You got another angel, sweetie pie face. I'm so sorry to hear that. But Somebody else is watching over you now. Let me tell you, Sweet Tea and everybody else, folks are checking out, and this is not to be insensitive, so I don't want to go too far in because I don't know where you are in your healing, Sweet Tea. But let me say this: folks are checking out because it's a lot going on this planet, and they are serving us from the other side. Do y'all get that? Do y'all understand that? Yes, I do personal readings. Please go to my website at wordlifeastrology.com and welcome. Slick Nick number one, is that who you is? And also, since you're on IG, I believe in my bio there's a link directly to the readings page. So go on and click that thing if you want to get down and get a reading with us. And us, I mean me, you, your ancestors, and my guides as well. People are checking out, Sweet Tea, because we need help. We need assistance. It's about to get thicker before it gets better, y'all. I'm just letting you know that that's why we got to get stronger. So here's a story that I wanted to share with you in regards to tribes, in regards to villages, in regards to coming together with a handful or with a community of people. And Squirrel, before I even get into that, that's why I do my retreats. And I want to remind y'all, oh, cool. See you soon, sweetie pie. Uh, I want y'all to, I'm not going to go all the way in, but that's what my retreats are about on the level in which I see, is that I believe oftentimes we have to unplug from what the world has given us and come back to one. And one is ourselves. Does that make sense? My retreats, Word Life Astrology retreats, are not vacations. They're not vacations. They're beautiful places to go to and visit, but they are to get with you to make sure that you're doing what you need to do for you. And when you go back out into the world, you can handle whatever is coming at you. To make sure what you're doing, you can self-check. Was that my ego? Was this? Did I handle that right? Did I bring enough peace in that situation? Did I communicate that properly? Where did I go wrong? And where can I get stronger? And where's my strengths really lie? That's what our retreats are all about. It's about getting ready for the real world, because they're coming after us always. Always, even the ones that lay in your bed that are not on the same accord with you. You get that? Y'all understand that? That's what my retreats are about. They are not vacations. And that's what I do my best to prep us in the village hut. Now, Busset, here's a story. Back in the day, when I was like 20 something years old, cute, really cute. That's the Leo in me. Forgive me. 20 pounds lighter. No, just joking. Well, probably about 10. Anyway, the fact of the matter is I was running around and I was in my space trying to gain some type of semblance of self. Going further, moving on, learning about astrology. When I say going further and moving on, I mean like going further and moving on a lot of shit that didn't serve me, as I do today. That's just always been my journey. Stick and move, stick and move. If it don't work, leave it. If it don't work, try to fix it, leave it. If it don't work, don't fight about it, leave it. Keep on moving. And not to say that we couldn't fix it, but to say that if two parties are not fixing something, then it ain't worth it. So you got to stick and move. It's my journey. It's just my journey. Bottom line is this. Back in the day, I found a group of mentors who were maybe 10, 15 years older, my senior, right? And I asked to be a part of their spiritual group, right? They actually, I don't think I've ever shared this publicly, this story. They actually denied me. I hung out with them for a couple of months, and then I asked to like really be a part of their core village, and they denied me. They gave me a couple of reasons why. They said that it wouldn't be a good fit based on whoever was in my life and the things that I was going through at the time, right? The people that I were involved with, the people who were my mentors and who were around me. But the second reason really struck me. They said, because you're too young right now and there's some things that you need to learn, and then soon you'll have your own village. You'll have your own tribe. Well, I'm a Cancer with a lot of Leo, and my ego was burnt. My ego was like, you trying to tell me that? Wait, what? Truly, I'm not lying. I was a little spun out and a little like, I was clutching my pearls. Like, what the fuck? What? You don't want me? Kind of feel. But I understood why, especially now. because there's a lot of emotional work that we have to do in order to be leaders. There's a lot of emotional work and a lot of spiritual work that we have to do in order to, in my opinion, be confident enough to relay information as I do, as we all would like to, as a few of y'all would like to. Let me say that, because there's a bunch of readers and a bunch of leaders and a bunch of people in this forum that want to be equipped to assist in a way that can help people to be better, right? Assist is the operative word. But let me tell you, this is not for the faint at heart. And let me tell you, there's a couple of groups that are not for you. And let me tell you, you may have to walk the path on your own. Let me tell you, you might have to go through several incarnations of friends and groups and people who just don't see you and people that just want to hold on to you and possess you and make you go in a different way than what it is that you have let out to do, because God told you to go this way, but they are actually a little afraid about going that way. So they try to control you and go this way. And then all of a sudden you're like, nah, you're not God. I have to go this way. I'm on my own mission. Let me tell you, this mission of being a spiritual leader, an understander, a person who like comes in and facilitates some things, is not for the faint at heart, but it's necessary. Why? Because they're coming after us. Are y'all hearing where I'm going with all of this? I hope it's coming out clearly and it doesn't sound as cloudy as out loud as it does in my head. I'm really, really being honest in this moment in time. When they told me that I couldn't be a part of that group, it took me out for a good minute. First of all, my feelings was hurt. And then I was like, am I not good enough? And then God said, no, you need to learn. You need to grow. You need to experience a little bit more. You need to get pushed. You need to see your ego. You need to understand that the world is not here for you, boo-boo. You need to understand that you might be cute. You might be nice and loud and vivacious, but you got some shit to learn about your shit. You have to heal some things, some trauma, some understanding about you. It's not about everybody else. You have to be more in community. You got to open up your heart. You got to trust your heart. This is what I was told. So all I'm saying is, on some level, join the hut if you like. On another level, if you get ousted or if you have to rearrange your friend groups or your tribes or your villages, then that's cool too, because we are all adjusting in this moment in time to resonate with the people that resonate with us, that can bring forth changes in the future, some viable changes, not some viable changes that'll help ourselves, our children, help build these communities back up that are on fire. Do you understand where I'm coming from, y'all? You hear me, Arinetta? I pray that I pronounced that properly. I love your post and thank you for being here. Do y'all hear me? Okay. I think I honed in on that point, but I wanted to share that story because honestly, I wanted to let y'all know too, my road hasn't been easy. And I'm sure you already knew that in some kind of way, but I've been ousted of a few groups as I'm growing into this thing. And the bottom line is, it's okay, because God asked me to come in a very specific way, just like she asked you to come in a specific way. Find that way and find the people to resonate with that so we can grow this world to be a whole lot better and greener and loving and loving. I'm tired of us not loving each other for the sake of us trying to figure out who hurt us. Does that make sense? Please tell me that doesn't, so I can fucking reiterate that thing. We are doing our best not to love people because we're so goddamn hurt. I'm over it. Don't you know, especially from a Cancer perspective, and this is an interesting rule. When it comes to Cancer energy, the only way, and I'm a Cancer, that's why I'm saying it, the only way that we can really get love is to stay open in love, especially when we're hurt. How about that? And forgiveness for sure. How about that? It's hard. It's difficult, but it grows a person and it grows their emotional intelligence and the capacity in which they can hold themselves and other people and be discerning and have boundaries. It's a stronger look when you can love through pain. It's a stronger build and foundation when you can love through pain. And when you can look people in the eye and say, you're wrong, but I love you anyway. I understand that you're trying to put the blame on me, but I love you anyway. That's what that group showed me. Sonja, you can hate me, but I love you anyway. And soon enough, you'll understand that the things that you have to grow through are necessary for your own position in the world. That's what I took from that. And I hope you take that from the story that I just shared with you. I know it may seem like I'm all over the place, y'all, but I'm right here. Y'all with me? Just give me some yes, yes, y'alls, please. A collective yes, yes, y'all. Some hearts, just let me know y'all here. Medea, I love you so much. Why am I in your business? Ooh, oh, Just Brianna, thank you. Come on, come on, come on. I read come on as I say come on. Ain't that interesting? Ironetta, I just want to make sure that y'all here. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing when we can recognize each other in each other. And then when we do that thing, when we recognize each other in each other, have compassion, have understanding, listen through the words and go, now I know why you're such an asshole. Oh, because X, Y, and Z did X, Y, and Z to you. Okay, I have compassion and understanding for that. But now you need to do the work and change. That's how we see each other in each other and help each other to grow. We be vulnerable with our own weaknesses. And instead of putting it in people's face, instead of laughing at them, instead of belittling them, instead of, snickering and judging them and criticizing them, help them to get to their level of understanding. Their emotional intelligence is necessary in this moment in time. Because if we don't know how to handle our heart and soul, they are coming for us. And part of that is being distracted by the bullshit that they put on, and they're trying to get out our hearts by distracting us with bullshit. I didn't come on here to preach today, y'all. I swear to God. God just gave me one little thing to say. She says, share the gosh darn story. And here comes all this other information. Oh, I'm so glad the God is 444. I love that number 444. I love that number. I am preparing for the 7th annual Wordlife Astrology Retreat. It's going to be a doozy. I'm only going to do 9, y'all. I proclaim that. Inshallah. I'm only going to do 9. But the bottom line is that I thought about that just now because there's some interesting information that's coming through as to what we need to prepare for. And I just keep hearing peace. And the thing about this peace, for next year, this peace is that the peace is within us. You know what? I'm not going to share too much. I just heard stop. Don't go any further, so I won't. I want y'all to join us on a retreat when I announce it and or join the Village Hut. I'm going ahead of myself, y'all, and I'm going to pull back because I'm hearing a whole lot of messages. Okay. That's all I wanted to share with y'all, that story. Let me go back to Maya's question, though, because she did put a question up here, Maya. I didn't ignore you. I'm leading my first art healing workshop at a camping retreat this weekend. Good for you. Congratulations, baby. Setting up my tent right now. Any advice on facilitating a healing space and holding their hearts? Girl, we don't have enough time for that shit. Woo, Maya. First of all, again, congratulations and much love to you in your will and your courage to put yourself in that position to assist people through the wonderful, wonderful healing modality of art. Art saves lives every second of the day. So thank you for your diligence, sweet lady, and your commitment to that. Any advice? I'm gonna be truthful with you. There may be a couple of people that have come on the retreat here on my on these broadcasts right now, and they can chime in if they like. But I'm not sure if the way that I roll and the way that I do things is wildly popular in its acceptance. But I will say this is that as the Cancer that I am, as the mother figure that I am, due to my astrological makeup, and the big mama and the bully that I am, I do my best to stay clear first and foremost. Stay clear first and foremost, meaning no, and I'm not saying that you alluding to that you're going to do this, but like honestly, no substances. I stay in prayer so I can hear God almost always. But the biggest component is the flow. Maya, oftentimes people negate the art of flow and acceptance and understanding and release. I don't know what sign you are, Maya, but I want to say this: tap into the water in you. That's how I like to share space, save space, hold space, like a watery container. I keep my eyes open. I keep my heart open. I watch for those that need to get up. I watch for those that need to come down. I watch for the community and the group and see how we can assist each other. There have been times in my retreats where I just basically couldn't wrangle it. To be truthful with you, there were outside forces, or we were in a hotel that was too big and there was other people, there were other outside groups, and it was very interesting to wrangle that situation. And there are times I had to get a little bit in people's ass, like, yo, this is why we came here. Let's go. Let's do this. Don't get distracted. Sometimes I raise my voice. Sometimes I get a little bit passionate. It's all out of love. And then sometimes I just let it go. And I allow the grown people that they are to handle it after my instruction, after my example, after me saying prayers and holding everybody all day, every day in prayer. Maya, this is an extended version of this answer, but I'm so, so happy you asked that. And thank you for even being tapped in that way, because no one has really, really ever asked that question. I have heard it a few times, but it came from you a little bit different. So I appreciate you in that way. It's not easy throwing these retreats and bringing people together. You know why, y'all? Because people come with their human shit, Maya. And we come with our own human shit. And we know that we have to be on check every second of the day while we're in that situation and that facility, that in the retreat. But other people may forget. And they bring their bags. They bring their misunderstandings. They bring their hurt, in which they should in some way, but allow it to be worked out. If you come into retreats like Maya's, like anybody's, allow the bags to be emptied. When you holding your bags and bringing that shit, like you climbing off the bus and you just going to somebody's house to sleep over and you don't want to unpack your bags. You understand what I'm saying? You holding bags of roaches, possibly, maybe. I'm sorry, that's a project joke. I don't know if anybody ever in the projects sleep over somebody's house and their mother be like, you know what? Leave your bag outside or unpack your clothes outside. You may have bought some roaches from somebody else's house when you slept over last night. You got to unpack your bag because we got to see them roaches. We got to see them roaches. Again, just like I explained 10 minutes ago, so you can allow yourself to get stronger for going back into that space, into the space called the world, into a society that don't give a fuck about you. So you unempty it out in front of people that care, to hold you up, to keep you sacred in this shit. When you bring your shit, why are you tainting waters in which you want to heal in? I don't understand that. I don't understand that. With gossip and bullshit and petty and weight and anger that you don't necessarily want to readjust. This is personal. This is because I've come across this in all the 6 retreats that I've done. I've come across this in all the village huts that I've done. And again, this Freestyle Friday is very, very specific in this, probably because this is so fucking trendy. To want to be spiritual, to want to have these retreats, to want to go on these trips, to want to, come together in the light of yoga and everybody talk about how I'm being facetious because it bothers me and frustrates me how people add so much fluff to hard work. And fluff sometimes looks like the facilitator walking in the room like she's on fucking air and shit, or he's on air. That's fluff too. Motherfucker, get down. Come down to the ground. You got some shit to work out too. I'm just saying, be very mindful of how we connect with these people that are transferring energy and information that promises to set you free. And if you are a facilitator that want to do that, again, be just as careful. Go to where you need to heal yourself. That's how you help to heal and assist other people. How about that for a motherfucking word? Boop. Let us roll. Maya, I hope I answered your question. I'm a little hot today, y'all, in a good way. I think that new moon in Leo did it for me. I'm going to be honest with you. First of all, let me share something with you, and then we're going to go on. Get prepared to put your moon, your sun, and your rising sign up here if you want a free read, okay? Just a real quick free read. That new moon in Leo on Wednesday sat right on my moon, because my moon is in Leo, in my first house. Changed my whole shit up. That's where this feeling is coming through. I have no time to waste any longer. I'm not playing with y'all. People are dying, jumping in fucking Maui waters right now. Not right now, but come on. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Any questions? Sun, moon, and rise. I just got a little distracted, but we're gonna come back to one. Thank y'all for all the people here on Instagram that's sticking on through. If you want to join us on Fridays and on Mondays on YouTube, just come on over to SonjaMarie's Wordlife Astrology page. And by the way, I was told by my dear sister Nemo yesterday that oftentimes when she goes to see or click the YouTube thing, it says for her to subscribe again. And she's like, I subscribed already. And if you're having that problem, please just continue to subscribe, only because and because you don't receive notifications, sometimes it may be unsubscribed. YouTube and a lot of other people are on a mission to shut down all of these spiritual modalities on their fucking social pages. Trust me when I tell you. Yep, I'm saying it. I told you that new moon in Leo hit my moon in my first house. I don't have no problem. Let us roll. Let's change this shit. You understand what I'm saying? The bottom line is to resubscribe, y'all. And let's try to work against what is trying to work against us. Does that make sense? And the way you do that is to become proactive within your own healing and with the power of love. As crazy and as kumbaya that may sound, love is what's going to rock this shit. Love is what's going to save us through this whole moment and these next couple of decades. Love. Don't get it twisted, y'all. That's why you got to find the love within yourself first in order to emanate that shit and help somebody and love somebody else. This is some simple shit that sounds like some trendy shit that you just fell upon a meme about 10 minutes ago. But understand there's some truth to that if you work it, if you pay attention, if you are aware, if you forgive yourself and other people, if you trust your movements and your soul's mission without fear. Okay, I'm over it. What your name is? Nalani. I like that name. Nalani is a she's a Virgo. This is an interesting mix-up. She's Virgo sun, Cancer rising, Sagittarius moon. Virgo sun, Cancer rising, Sagittarius moon. Wow. Well, first of all, that Virgo energy, I do love my Virgo people. They challenge me every now and again to be as exact as possible. Else they get thrown off. Virgo energy always wants perfection and always wants to be, as I always say, criticism and discrimination, perfection, and gets thrown off when it's not. What I like is that you have that soft cover. You have that Cancer rise, because Cancer rise on that Virgo takes the bite. And tell me if I'm wrong. Nalani, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Please forgive me if I'm wrong or if I'm incorrect. The Virgo, the Cancer rise takes the bite off of that Virgo edge, that Virgo analytical notion of having to dissect every single thing in order for it to be true, in order for it to be right. That's where Virgo energy can be a bit astringent. When it doesn't make sense to it or them, he or she, wherever you want to say, right? Then it gets out of whack and it looks for rationale and justifications and reasoning behind the fact that it can't understand. And then if it still can't understand Virgo energy, it shuts down and goes into denial. Cancer on the rise, sweetie pie, at least makes you open to the emotional information before the Virgo can take the analytical part about it and dissect it. You get what I'm saying? Does that make sense? It's like you have to feel the hug before feel the hug before you actually have to break it down. Sometimes the softness helps with the analytical review because you can gives you compassion about understanding why information may or may not add up, Virgo. You know why? Because information doesn't add up all the time, baby. So that Cancer takes the slow blow off of it. But I will say, or the hard blow off of it. But I will say this about the same makeup. Do your best not to take in too much emotional baggage that is not yours, because then the Virgo wants to service that. The Virgo wants to go and change the world because of the emotion that you feel on your back. And then here's the fucking plot twist. Here comes Sagittarius moon, like, you know what? I had enough. I'm out. Ashley, where's my fan? Oh, here it is. I'm fucking drunk. I've been using this fan for a while. I hope Ashley's still on here. Thank your mama, my namesake, for this, because I've been blazing this joint. Ooh, girl. And guys, whoever's here, this premenopausal shit is for the goddamn jaybirds. On the real, when that Sag energy comes in there, though, honey pie, especially because she's actually square. Forgive me if this is loud, y'all. I'll turn it off in a minute. I gotta let this flash go by. That Virgo is square to your Sagittarius energy. Understand that. So your moon is like a reaction. It's like a knee-jerk emotional reaction. You don't even think about that shit. And then the Virgo is like, why'd you do that? Now we got to take care of everybody because that Sag was too blunt. I got foot and mouth disease. I said some shit that hurt somebody's feeling. And now the Virgo wants to service whoever you hurt their feelings. And the Cancer is like, well, let me give you a hug and double back on that thing because I know that hurts. It feels like a figure eight sway every now and again, sweetie pie. Make sure that Sagittarius energy in you finds a really, really good way of expressing, or I should say a kinder way of expressing your truth to people. You get that? Because again, if you lash it out, now you're going to feel bad about what you did, especially that Cancer energy on you. Oh my God, I hurt their feelings, because you don't want nobody hurting your feelings. I'm just saying. Meditate on what you really want to tell people oftentimes and just find a way, a nice way to deliver that thing. Ooh, Spirit just said, if you got Cancer on the rise, then you got Gemini on the 12th. So that means probably. So that means that Gemini on the 12th means that you can go to bed. 12th is about dreams. You can go to bed and ask for the proper words because Gemini is about communication. So 12th house is about dreams. You got communication in your dream time. Go to bed and say, Spirit, please help me to speak to my boss tomorrow, to speak to my sister tomorrow. Give me the proper words so I can service them, but I can also set up proper boundaries for myself. That's your homework, young lady. Okay, that's enough. I was hot for a quick minute. You're welcome, sweetie pie. Anybody else want a quick read? Give me a sun, your moon, and your rising. Otherwise, I'm actually going to go into this card and I want to assist. So give me some questions if you have about anything. If you have about anything. Aziz, are you in here? Hi, Aziz. Anybody. Love y'all for being in here. I appreciate you so much. Sun, moon, rise. If I don't see anybody's information, I'm just going to shut it down rather, and we can pull a card. Oops, about to drop stuff. And keep it pushing. Thank y'all for joining me, and thank you for listening to my little rant. I appreciate that. I hope that it landed somewhere and it helped somebody in a way in which you can learn how to help yourself, because that's the deal. since I've been doing this thing, and I reminded Shamia today too, because she posted something and in her Instagram, and I just said it again. Gurus are dead. We are not gurus in this situation. We are trying to help ourselves so we can help each other. We can assist each other. No one person is better than the next. You dig? It's just about who has the courage to do the shit. How about that? Anyway. I swear to God, my brain, I feel like I'm all over the place. Robin, you got Sag Rise, Aquarius Sun. I know what you, she's like, can I slip on in there? That's hilarious. Maya says, honestly, maybe go on an Aries Sun, Pisces Moon. I don't understand, Maya, what you're suggesting, honey. Are those your makeups? That's your sun, your moon, and your eyes? Or I'm a little confused by that. I'm a little confused by that. So you can come back and clarify that for me. I'd appreciate that. The Sugar Shack said, pull a card. What up, Candy JoJo? I love you, honey. Give me about 10 minutes, please. Just 10 minutes. Let me read a couple more people. And then we're gonna do that thing. We're gonna do that thing for the thing for the thing. All right. Robin, Aquarius Sun. Okay. Right. Okay, so since I've read you before, Robin, I'm going to do my best to dip into what it is that I'm hearing, because I saw that Sag rise and Spirit says, well, you know about Pluto, right? These are conversations that go through my brain like in a millisecond. And I say, yeah, but where is Pluto? Well, she got a Sag rise. That means Pluto is sitting in that first house or that second house. So let me ask you this, Robin. Since we've gone through your sun, moon, and rising, I'm going to give you and everybody else another level of understanding and education and astrology in this moment. In the transit chart, Pluto is going backwards in Capricorn, almost in Aquarius, by the way. So that means it's probably in your second house. Yep. So if Pluto is going backwards in your second house, what's up with your money chick? I didn't mean to say trick. Oh my God. I didn't mean to say trick. I meant to say chick. My mouth got caught up. What's up with your money? That's a real question. And it's not about embarrassment, but when Pluto is going backwards in that second house of earned income, it's either you're going from rich to broke or broke to rich. And if it's going in reverse right now, it means this is a really, really, really integral time for you to step back and understand how you need to shift that focus from going from broke to rich to rich to broke. Does that make sense, Robin? Are you with me right now? Oh, Lanice, that's a good question. I'm going to get to that in a minute. So they said, pay attention to what you're doing. For some reason, you need to transform some things. Yep. And you're being a little bit stubborn about doing that. Let me say that again. And more specifically, that second house of earned income with Pluto sitting in there. And what I'm hearing intuitively attached to that aspect, I'm just showing y'all what I'm doing. I don't never really do this, but showing y'all what I'm doing in my brain right now. What Pluto is saying that there's some transformation that needs to happen when it comes to you earning your money. But what I just heard on top of that information, astrological information, is that there's some stubbornness that's not allowing you to get the lesson, Robin, in regards to what you need to do differently with your money. Maybe that construction job is over, chick. Maybe that, and I'm saying construction out my ass. Maybe that job at Starbucks is over. Maybe the way you used to earn your money is not the same way any longer. And you're having a hard time shaking that because you were such a good teacher and everybody loved you. And you was high on the hog and you got your most money from that particular job, whatever it is that you feel that you need to hold on to in a miserly type of way. Pluto is saying, yo, if you don't change it, I'm going to change it for you. And when Pluto changes situations in regards to your earned income and your self-esteem being in that second house, when Pluto changes shit for you, it's destructive. It's Scorpio's planet. It's not an easy change. It's I'm going to break you down so you can see how you need to move, how you need to be transformative, how you need to regain your power. Ooh, I may be wrong, Robin. Tell me if I am. I could take it. But I just want to see how that landed on you, because that came through really strong, like a cup of coffee out this motherfucker. That's all I'm saying. Nalani says, can Pluto in the 8th house cause someone to become rich? The 8th house is other people's money. That's a really good question, and possibly for somebody else. So thank you for including a couple of people in that. Pluto in the 8th house. Here's the deal. The 8th house is other people's money. Pluto there, again, is about extremes. So you can either be broke because people keep taking your money, or you can be rich because people keep giving you money. How's that? That's a very condensed, simple answer, because I can't see that person's chart. I don't know what's squaring or what's trying in your Pluto, or the person's Pluto, or whatever other planets that are in that particular house. That's all a factor. And you can learn that on the Village Hut if you sign up today. It starts on September 12th through October 31st. It's an 8-week course. Yep. It's on my website right now. So please sign up. It's going down. Robin, that resonated with you? Oh, that's cool. Oh, she said jaw dropping. Well, you know, they be talking loud. They be talking. I be stroking. That's what I be doing. I be stroking. Oh, orange juice, you come in the clutch. You always do. Okay. Candy Joe, you still on here? We're about to read this card, girl. Oh, wait, Lenise said, any rituals for entering Virgo season? Excuse me. No, I don't have any particular rituals, honestly, per se. But since you asked, let's break it down. What do you need out of Virgo season? If you are asking for the ritual, then possibly, maybe, and go here, y'all, with me. Because as a facilitator, as a person, we give general information, but as a person that's healing and as a person that's trying to do the work, you always have to pay attention to what's specific for you, what resonates for you. So I can give you a shitload of fucking rituals that can pertain under Virgo information. But if 10 of these rituals don't hit the real reason why you asked for the ritual, all that's null and void. Null and void. Does that make sense? So the bottom line, Lenise, is that why are you asking for this? What about Virgo season do you need? What within Virgo season do you need to be more service oriented, to service people, to be serviced yourself, to be more detailed, more organized? Please sit with yourself in meditation, sweetie, and come up with your own ritual. That's the real deal. That's what I do. Gurus are dead. How do I facilitate? I facilitate by giving you information. It's almost like putting toys in the middle of the floor and going, go for it. Just don't go out of this circle right here. You get what I'm saying? And find what's yours. Find what works for you. Find what you resonate with it. And then consult your angels and your guides to what it is that you need to do in order to bring this season in the best way for you. Does that make sense? Or does it sound like I threw away that answer? I hope it's not the latter, because it's really not the truth. Lenise, that's for sure. What do you need out of Virgo season? Celebrate Virgo season in your own way, in your own rituals, by asking yourself that. Okay, I wanted to get back to her question. All right, no more questions, huh? We're going to pull a card for Candy Joe and for everybody else. Thank y'all for joining me today on this Freestyle Friday. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much, so much, so much, so much. Okay, this thing needs to go back just a little bit. There we go. This weekend thank you, God. Before I pull out this card, in which I just pulled out, I'll leave that right there. So I don't put no other vibrations on this deck. By show of hands, or yes, y'all, if I were to create a deck of cards myself on some Wordlife astrology thematic shit, and it could be astrology. No, it is going to be or possibly include both astrology and spirituality. Would you purchase it? Could you give me a raise of the hands, please, or a yes, y'all, to see how much support I have out there for a deck of cards by yours truly? I just want to know. I just want to get a temperature check out there and see what, because I've been really meditating on that. I've been really meditating on that lately. And I heard it's time to do that thing. Sonja needs help, though. I'm going to be honest with you. I need help. Y'all would? Oh, look at the village over here on YouTube. Look at all that. RL got a big old cheesy smile on. I appreciate that, sweetie pie. Yes, sweetie. Yup, Kim. Yeah, Maya, Melissa, I love you. I love you so much. You have no idea what you did for me in Costa Rica this year. You held me down, and you don't even know it. That's a conversation. ZP, she said, I'm pre-ordering right now. You're so cute. Okay, well, we're going to put some prayers on that, y'all. We're going to put some prayers on that because I think it's time for us to do that. We did a whole nother deck. Okay, here's the card for today, y'all. Here is the card for today and for the weekend. May you have a blessed one. I think we had this before. We absolutely did, in a sense. They're saying get back to that, being gentle with yourself. Thank you, Sharon. I appreciate that. Sweet Tea says she'll buy 2. Maya, you will use them in your workshop? Oh, awesome. All right, you guys are inspiring me. You are inspiring and encouraging a sister. I'm on it. That's the card for today, for the weekend, y'all. Innocence. And I know a few of you have do recognize it. It's a beautiful, beautiful card. I'm glad it came up again. This is the focus for the weekend, okay? Make sure I get this. Here we go. Boom. The old man in this card radiates a childlike delight in the world. There is a sense of grace surrounding him, as if he is at home with himself and with what life has brought. He seems to be having a playful communication with the praying mantis on his finger, as if the two of them are the greatest friends. The pink flowers cascading around him represent a time of letting go, relaxation, and sweetness. They are a response to his presence, a reflection of his own qualities. The innocence that comes from a deep experience of life is childlike, but not childish. The innocence of children is beautiful, but ignorant. It will be replaced by mistrust and doubt as the child grows and learns that the world can be a dangerous and threatening place. But the innocence of life lived fully has a quality of wisdom and acceptance of the ever-changing wonder of life itself. Ashe. I pray that you received some information from that. And I'd like to add to the fact that this card really makes my heart smile. And it reminds me of another card that's in here, which I want to talk about real quick, and then we'll get off of this thing, called the Rebirth card, in which it goes from an incarnation from a dull, sleepy camel to a roaring lion coming out and telling its truth. And then it incarnates into a child, which reminds me of this vibration right here. They're suggesting that we stay in this childlike, innocent space, especially as we are rebirthing or as we are recreating ourselves and we are transforming our lives in this very moment. I said this to a friend of mine yesterday. I'm different every single day these days. Anybody else? Are you changing like on a daily basis? What I felt and thought about yesterday, I'm like already going, you know what? I'm not doing that. I'm not saying that. I've incarnated, or I should say, I've incorporated a whole nother thought pattern just 24 hours later. Crazy shit. But all I'm saying is that when we are dealing with this innocence, when we are incarnating and when we are changing, we get to this last space of the innocence of the child. Why? Because it's not enough to roar our truth. It's not enough to say, this is who I'm going to be, and this is how bold I'm going to be, and down with the man, and, God is this, and blah, 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 and we need to do yoga and astrology and, read our soul records and blah, blah, blah. It's not enough to be so hyped and passionate about the work that we're doing if we do not incarnate and land in a space that is full of innocence and acceptance and joy and love around what it is you discovered in that courageous outpouring of passion. We got to be able to sit back and see how it worked for us and everybody else. And that is done in a calm and innocent, wisdom-filled type of way. It's not enough to just be bold and be a soldier and to take someone's head off. You got to deal with the consequences after that. So how are you not going to take somebody's head off and sit in the innocence and the love of loving and changing and building for love's sake, for change's sake, for transformation's sake? We got to find the peace in it all. Does this make sense? Assalamu alaikum. Does this make sense? That's what this card reminds me of. Anybody else? Y'all want to add to that? Or we good? We good? All right. I'm going to get off of this thing. I hope you have a tremendous weekend. I'm having another flash and I'm kind of dripping, about to drip, drip, drip. So let me get off and wash my face. I have so much love for you, so much respect for your journey. I'm sending so much light, and I hope you know, if you don't, that I pray for all of y'all, all those that come into this broadcast and share. I put light and love out to you. I spend time putting love and light and forces around us to secure us because it's necessary. It's necessary. They want us to pray more. They want us to ask for more assistance. You understand? They want us to connect and get very, very vulnerable and honest about what we need to change about ourselves. It's not about the bullshit, I need more money, I need this and that. Although that may seem like it's not bullshit, it really is, because what do you need to change about yourself in order to make that money is the real question. Are y'all following me? Go deeper. Keep going deeper. And as we are in this retrograde season, which next week he'll be 6 planets in retrograde, we're going to go even deeper. I know y'all tired of this. I know y'all tired of the excavation. I know you're tired of you want to sit back. You want to relax. You want to be in the light, in the joy of it all. Be on vacation. Kick your feet up. Not worry about other people. Worry about yourself. All of that. Unfortunately, we have to do that at the same time. There's way too many simultaneous actions right now. You get that? Sticking and moving is the way, in the light of innocence and acceptance and allowance of what is. Ashe. I'm going to leave y'all alone because I'm hot and heavy right now. Talk to you soon. I'll see y'all on Monday, okay? I really hope this broadcast helped you in some kind of way. It is my prayer. Take care.